Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, another edition of Top 5 Best PC Game Deals of the Week. Some great deals on here, some newly released games, got one pre-order on here that I think is a really solid deal, and some historic lows for some games, so let's get right into this. First up, right away, I want to mention Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, which is available on Fanatical as a part of their Star deal. Now, you do have a limited time to pick this up, 18 hours as of recording this video, but it is down to just $3. That's a fantastic price for Shadow of Mordor, which is a really solid action-adventure game set in an open-world environment. Not a huge open world, comparatively speaking, to a lot of other open-world games released recently, but it's got a good amount of content to it. The combat is very satisfying, reminds you something of, say, Batman Arkham, and it's a very stylish game. And of course, if you're playing on a relatively higher-end PC, you can make this game look really good at high resolutions, high settings, all that good stuff. And $3 is a new low for the Game of the Year edition. Typically, this goes for around $5, so if you just want a pretty high quality action game, this is a really solid pickup. Again, it's available for only a short period of time. You've got about 18 hours to check it out, so do so ASAP if you're interested. Moving on from that, Fanatical has also got a discount on Warhammer Vermintide 2, which is 25% off. So you're taking off $7.50, it's down to $22.50. And keep in mind that this game is not even released yet. It actually releases tomorrow, so having a discount like this is pretty nice. I really enjoyed the first game, and it looks like with this game, they're just improving upon nearly every area. More content, more depth, all that good stuff. All 5 heroes with 15 career paths, 4-player co-op, of course, and I would recommend you to convince some friends to also pick it up because that's where you're gonna have the most fun with this game. And yeah, if you are a fan of the first game, you're probably excited for the second game, so why not pick it up at a little bit of a discount? Nothing huge, but still, 25% off is pretty nice. Moving on from that, Green Man Gaming has got the very recently released Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition, 20% off for $40. This is a great price on Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition, which is essentially the Royal Edition that was released on consoles. So not only do you get the base Final Fantasy 15 game, you get all of the DLC content, the Season Pass stuff, all of the extra episodes, all of the updates they put out, as well as the new Royal Edition update, and for $40, that is a ton of content for your money. And the PC port of Final Fantasy 15 looks to be pretty good. Yes, if you want to play it at super high resolutions like 4K and max it out, you are going to need beefy hardware, but that's because the game is a very pretty game. If you're playing the game at 1080p, you're gonna have no real issue running this game on moderate hardware. If you have something around a 1060, you can play this game at 1080p, no problem. And again, $40 for this game, which just came out, that's a really good deal. The only caveat is that, yes, you won't be eligible for Steam refunds, so that is kind of a downer as opposed to picking up the game on Steam. But if you know for a fact that you're gonna pick up this game, you're gonna enjoy it, and you just want FF15 on PC, then why not save an extra $10? It's actually pretty cool that this game was released at $50 on PC. I was almost certain that Square Enix would try to get away in releasing this for $60, but hey, that's pretty cool. And you can get it for just $40 on Green Man Gaming. As far as the game itself goes, this is a game that I've played quite a bit of on the PlayStation 4. I enjoyed it for what it was. Ardent Final Fantasy fans are gonna be disappointed by the lackluster story, but I think the open world was really well made. I think the combat is a blast, albeit a little bit repetitive, and the game just has a ridiculous amount of content to it, and Square Enix has shown that they're very committed to keeping the game updated, so that's pretty cool as well. There is another season pass coming for the game, at least there looks to be. More episodes, and I believe it's going to be 4 episodes, and that'll run until 2019, so that's something you should keep in mind as well. But if you want to get into Final Fantasy 15, great option with the Windows Edition. Alright, enough rambling about that. The final 2 deals come over from Humble. They've got a great THQ sale going on right now. First, we've got Red Faction Guerrilla, which is 75% off, down to $5. I've sung the praises of Red Faction Guerrilla a couple times before. This is just such a fun game. Yes, it doesn't have a super engaging story. It's actually got a little bit of an emotional grip to it. The main character's brother dies, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, you're not going to pay attention to it too much because you are just going to be focused on destroying everything in your path. You're equipped with this sledgehammer and a bunch of other weapons, but the sledgehammer is really the main highlight of Red Faction, and you can destroy just about anything. It's a ton of fun, and of course, just creating massive explosions is a lot of fun too. It's just a really solid game to unwind with. If you enjoyed games like Just Cause 2, that you could just go in and have a blast with. You're gonna enjoy Red Faction Guerrilla a lot, and it's $5. Of course, humble monthly subscribers will save an extra 10%, so it'll be down to $4.50 for you guys. That's a really solid pickup. And finally, another super underrated game is available on Humble. Singularity is 75% off for $7.50. As I mentioned, Humble Monthly will receive a little bit of a discount, and you'll get it for $6.74. This is a great first-person shooter. I played this back on the PlayStation 3 when it was originally released, and I had so much fun with it. It's got some very good gameplay mechanics, a solid story. Yes, there's no multiplayer component to it, but that's not a big deal, and this game is super old, so even if it did have a multiplayer, it's not going to be active. You get the idea. You're going in this for a great single-player campaign, and you're getting that. A little disappointed that this game isn't down to $5 yet on discount. Honestly, that is just me being cheap as hell. You guys know how I am. But yeah, this game has been out since like 2009. You would have expected it to be down to $5 at this point, but it's kind of retained its retail price of $30, so even with a 75% off discount, it only goes to $7.50. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal because the game is absolutely worth that price. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments section down below. Let me know if you're checking out any of these deals as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.